That's the breaking news to bring you. Sky News understands that Boris Johnson has written to the Chancellor to formally resign as a Member of Parliament. He made the announcement at the end of last week, but now that formal letter has gone in. Let's bring in our chief political correspondent, John Craig. John.
No going back now. He's done it. He's officially sent in the letter to the Chancellor of the Exchequer. Why has he done that? Oh, it's a quaint old tradition. If an MP resigns from the House of Commons mid-term, mid-Parliament, they have to apply for what is called an Office of Profit under the Crown, which means a paid office, which means they are disqualified from becoming an MP. Because strictly speaking, the only people who can get rid of an MP are their constituents by voting them out. There are two of these offices of profit under the Crown. One is called the Manor of Northstead, which apparently is a plot of land somewhere up near Scarborough in North Yorkshire. And then the other one is the Chiltern Hundreds, obviously in the Chilterns, and not far from Chequers, no doubt. So far, we know that Nigel Adams, who is the MP for, or was the MP for Selby and Ainsty in North Yorkshire, 20,000 or so majority there, he is officially quit. Mr Johnson now, Uxbridge and South Ruislip, majority around about 7,000. He has formally applied to quit. We await news of Nadine Dorries, mid-Bedfordshire, majority nearly 25,000 there. We're not really expecting any more. At the weekend, there was all sorts of heady talk of half a dozen or so of these Johnson allies quitting. Well, there are only three. We're not really expecting any more. We await formal confirmation from the Treasury. What happens is that the Treasury always puts out a notice saying they've been appointed to these offices of profit under the Crown. We'll probably get those later this afternoon. Then, of course, presumably once Nadine Dorries has gone, the Tory High Command, the Chief Whip, the Prime Minister, Party Chairman, all those people have got to decide when they want to hold those by-elections. Now, everything suggests that Rishi Sunak and the party's High Command will want to get them out of the way as soon as possible. So they will hope to have those three by-elections in sometime during July, and they will hope that this dreadful feud between Mr Johnson and Mr Sunak, which has really erupted today, will come to some sort of truce. Not sure about that, mind you. I mean, just to recap, what we've had today, after a weekend when Labour was saying to the Prime Minister he needed to get a backbone, well, he seemed to get one this morning when he said that explain that Boris Johnson asked me to do something I didn't think was right. In other words, nobble the vetting committee, get them to change their mind about my recommendations for peerages. I said no. Mr Sunak said, if people don't like that, tough. And then Mr Johnson has hit back this afternoon by saying, Mr Sunak is talking rubbish. Actually got some on-the-record words from Mr Johnson himself rather than some of his friends talking anonymously on his behalf. So, the latest twist, it's official. Adams and Johnson have applied to go. We await confirmation that it's all over for them, and then the government can think about when they're going to move the writ for the by-elections. We await news of Nadine Dorries as well. But the whole process is moving on, and we're moving towards those by-elections. The government will no doubt want to hold them in July.